India is home to a population of 1.35 billion. Indian government once planned a strict ban on SUP in 2019, which was revoked later. What are the major challenges in the implementation of such a law in India, and what are the alternates?
Okay, so yeah, there was a ban which was introduced, but later it was revoked. Perhaps when I look at it, I think, uh, like the packaging industry very often says, that plastic is a wonder polymer. So it was very difficult to replace the wonder polymer with something at a knee jerk kind of a reaction. So the blanket ban, when it was studied, how would it lead to the industrial, what would be the effect on the industry? I think there were a lot of studies that were made, and what we found out was that it would have led to a multifactorial kind of effect on the industry, especially when there were no kind of alternates available. Uh, FICCI also predicted that almost 13 lakh people across 10,000 firms would immediately lose their jobs, and a huge sales in several products was predicted. Even the food processing industry said that, which is growing in India at a compounded annual growth rate of almost 12%, that they would have suffered a revenue loss of almost 90,000 crore. So a blanket ban wasn't possible, according to me. And that's why the government started thinking about phasing out of plastic, which was a better alternate to the blanket ban. But when we talk about phasing out of the plastic, I think there are few points that we need to consider in our journey towards phasing that out. There are few points that the industry, government, all of us need to understand. I think more of the focus right now is on the problem of litter, problem of waste, but very few recycling units, or the focus on recycling needs to be more. So the focus from litter waste is to go towards the recycling of waste. Uh, Other thing is, like, even in our last uh, webinar, we were discussing how uh, single-use plastic still needs a proper definition. So there is no clear-cut central definition of single-use plastic, which is the need of the hour. The third point that I would like to mention is that I think the major problem that lies is not with the polythene bags, straws, and PET bottles, which is usually talked about. But I think the major problem lies with the multi-layered plastic, which is very, very difficult to manage. There was a study which I read from Columbia University, which also says that there are a lot of innovations around bioplastics, but according to this study, they were still saying that bioplastics may not be the kind of silver bullet we are expecting to the plastic problem. No, they may not be. Uh, Other thing that I see when I read about the transition in the European Union from plastic towards cardboard and paper, which is happening very much, and I'll show some figures after this. I think there are some more figures that I shared. So we'll see that how cardboard and paper have replaced, but still, I think, is it a sustainable kind of a model? We need to find that out. Also, this may lead to a kind of a shifting the burden. That may be a problem that we see in the long term, maybe not now. So perhaps, yes, what we need to work on is work on more entire academia, and people need to, the industry need to work towards sustainable solutions, which are long-term solution to the problem. So if I go to the slide of the global segment breakup, the previous one, sorry. Yeah. So here, if we see, what we see is that uh, plastic, both the rigid plastic as well as the flexible packaging, is the major constituent of the global packaging industry. So 42% is the plastic that's being used, which is followed by 31% is the cardboard, which is the next to it. Cardboard being recyclable, but how much is it being recycled or trashed is a major concern here. But plastic still remains 42% in the industry. Uh, the next slide, please. Okay, so there are these two data I collected from the EU. So if you look at the packaging waste that is generated in the EU 27 member state, this is the 2017 data that I could find out. Paper and cardboard is 41%. It constitutes 41%, followed by plastic at 19%. So you see the overall change in EU, which is quite high. But if you look at the Indian industry, the retail industry outlook, which was published in 2017, shows a comparison and the CAGR of the packaging industry in India growing at a compounded annual growth rate of 16%. This perhaps has been because of the rising income levels, which led to more organized sector, food industry, food processing industry, which became the most important industry, as you can see from the another chart. 48% of the packaging is the food processing, processed food packaging industry, followed by the personal care products. So these actually led to a huge rise in both flexible packaging industry as well as rigid packaging industry. So I think what needs to be done is more of the solution, sustainable solution needs to be seen. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, so when I started reading about what is the industry doing about it, so we see there are different industry examples wherein I would say the pioneers like Coca-Cola, like Nestle, Walmart, and Unilever have come up with their own sustainability statements and packaging targets. This is the one best thing that I could actually see happening globally. So there are some targets that they have listed for themselves, and spanning across 2025, how much is met is we'll know with time only, but these are good starting points to refer to the packaging industry. Next slide, please. So what I see is the focus of the packaging industry, how it should be. I think the most important thing is to reduce the use of virgin plastic, making recycling an attractive proposition. So like I said, the focus should shift from litter to recycling. Post-consumer waste is one of the major issues when it comes to India, and the recycling of post-consumer waste with the kind of worse supply chain mechanism needs to be worked. There is a huge informal sector in India which is working on the supply chain. I think we don't have to reinvent the wheel, wherein some companies do try to do that. I am of the viewpoint that instead of reinventing the wheel, we should actually focus on using the existing scenario and use that existing model to leverage the post-consumer waste. Uh, Innovation and research, as we keep on saying, is the most important thing towards it. Businesses, as India is going vocal about local, I think that's the most important thing to do. When it is local, I think a lot of packaging solutions come up when we talk locally, and industry commitments, after all, are important. That's how I see the packaging industry.